This is crooked. All right, so I'm going to be doing a quick little cleanse. Um, Keeping it simple, cucumbers, Granny Smith apple, and lemon. Not adding anything else. I have some water with my apples and some baking soda to just kind of get the grime off of it. The water in here is filthy, so I just want to make sure that the apples are clean because I'm juicing the skin, everything, the core, um, so that way I can make sure that I'm not drinking any of the dirt or the nasty stuff. So I'm gonna wash these off and then I'm gonna rinse them again. Like, this water is dirty already. Should always be washing your fruit thoroughly when you're eating it, or even if you're just, you know, juicing, smoothies, everything. So I don't know how many apples these are. I just got a little 3-pound bag of apples. I'm gonna juice all of them. I chose Granny Smith because they have a higher yield of juice and they just taste good. Usually I would do like pineapple and cucumber with some mint, but we're gonna do apples because apples are still in season and you can get some pretty good apples. I'm gonna clean off these cucumbers last. I just wanna make sure that I get on here, answer questions that you guys have. I know that I don't post on here. Usually I post shorts, but I know that I haven't been posting on here as much as I used to. I do want to get back into making videos answering questions that you guys have. But yeah, self-care is important, which is why I'm doing a quick little juice cleanse before the weekend starts. Apples can get really dirty, y'all. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 apples that we're juicing, and then there's 5 cucumbers. And then I have 1 lemon. I have half of a Meyer lemon, and then I have half of a Meyer lemon, and then half of a regular organic lemon. I'm gonna show you guys what this water looks like. Hi, because it's this really is reflective of why it's important for you to clean your fruit whenever you're juicing or just eating it in general. Hi y'all. So I'm making a juice today, and this is just for like a quick little cleanse that I want to do for the day. I got blood drawn just to get, you know, my annual labs done using Function Health because they do like 1,100 or something labs. So that caught my attention because I want to be able to check, you know, just for any deficiencies or anything that might be going on. Because when you go to the doctor, they kind of ask you questions and then they determine what labs they're going to run instead of them just running everything. So when I did that, they did have to take a lot of blood, and I have been a little bit dehydrated. So I am just making some hydrating juices and then also like cleansing my system because I feel like I've been eating a lot of gluten lately, and I do have a gluten sensitivity, so I know that's not the best thing for me to do. So I'm gonna give myself a little reset before I meal prep on Sunday. So I'm just juicing for the next couple of days. And I'm going for a hike tomorrow, so I wanna make sure that I have, you know, the energy and the stamina, make sure that I'm hydrated and everything. All right, this water is looking very murky, but that's good. So I'm gonna keep the skin on when I'm juicing these cucumbers. I'm juicing the core, the skin, everything on the apples because the juicer will extract all of that. So this is just baking soda and water in this bowl. I'm gonna rinse everything again. Y'all see this? Y'all see all of that? We don't want to eat that, so I'm gonna dump this out. I'm gonna rinse the bowl. And then I'm gonna just rinse, a final rinse on all of the apples and the cucumbers. And I am gonna take the skin off of the lemons. All right, so the way that I like to juice, I like to start with the cucumbers because they're softer, and then kind of layer in the apples and the cucumbers. So I'm gonna get a knife. And the good thing about this juicer, I'm using the larger hopper, so all I have to do is just, you know, roughly cut the cucumbers and the apples and then just toss them in. My cucumbers are getting in the way. All right, so I don't have to cut them up too small. I'm gonna keep some of this cucumber for my lunch today because I'm gonna make like my own little version of a kava bowl. I probably actually make that now, so I'll probably just keep like half of a cucumber so I can have something to eat for lunch. Okay. I love this juicer because I don't have to cut everything up super small, and I can kind of just throw everything in and then not have to worry about, let's see, that should be enough cucumber for lunch. I don't have to worry about watching the juicer and feeding everything in one by one. So I'm just gonna cut these apples into, I don't know, I'll cut them into 8s. So that way we can just juice a little bit faster. And if you guys have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. So I'm timing this live so that way I can see exactly how long it's taking me to make how much ever juice this is gonna give me. Because this used to take me hours to juice. And I'm bulk juicing, or at least I hope I am. I can't wait for summer because during the summer, when melons are in season, you could juice a whole watermelon and get like a gallon or more of juice. Juicing during the colder seasons is expensive. And when I say expensive, like for this bag of apples, why apples are $8, I don't know. For a little, I think it was like either a 3 or a 5 pound bag of apples, it was $8 for Granny Smith. And then for the 5 cucumbers, it came out to around, I don't know, maybe like $8. And then the lemons, I just got a bag of lemons. But, you know, that's $20 for, we'll see how many bottles of juice I'm going to get, which is definitely cheaper than the store. But, you know, that versus getting a watermelon. Oh, I'm going to put ginger in here as well. Getting a watermelon for like, you know, $7 or $8 and then getting a gallon of juice. Juicing during the summer is just, it's unmatched. All right, so this is what we're looking like so far. So while my juicer is going, making the juice, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my meal prep. But I think I'm gonna start going live more often because this way I can kind of track, you know, how long it's taking me to get this stuff done. It's a lot faster than me going to the store. All right, so this is what we have. I am gonna put ginger in here. Not a whole lot. I'm actually gonna juice the ginger first because I wanna have a little ginger shot this morning. And then I'll put some apple in and then the cucumber. All right, let's get this show on the road. Move this over, these apples up. Remove this lid right now. Change the angle of this camera so you guys can see what I have going on this side. All right, there we go. So let me go ahead, turn this on. So far I just have ginger in here because I'm trying to get a ginger shot this morning. Not too much. Oh, and the lemon. I'll do a ginger lemon shot. So this is half of a lemon, half of a regular lemon, and then I have half of a Meyer lemon. So I'm just gonna take the skin off. Okay. Then I have some Meyer lemon. Meyer lemons just smell so good. There's literally nothing like it. Alright. Got my cucumber for lunch. Then I'll put just a little bit of apple. We'll just put like half of an apple in here. So this is a lot already, just from half of an apple, 1 lemon, and just a little bit of ginger. I'm gonna take my shot. All right, we're gonna throw everything else in here, but first, I'm going to, there's a lot of ginger in here. I'm gonna let this actually and dump it out. All right, this is just that little bit. That's actually quite a lot. So I'm gonna mix this up and take a shot real quick. My cat is screaming, hold on. All right, she's back in the house. I guess she wanted a snack because she just ran straight to her bowl. All right, so we'll do a little shot. Not a big one. And then I'm gonna start throwing everything in here. Cheers. That'll wake you up, definitely. Goodness. All right. Has anyone ever told you that you look like Chili? You could pass for sisters. I do get that from time to time, and I truly am flattered because I have always loved her ever since I was a child growing up. In the group TLC, Chili was always my favorite. Nobody ever told me that though when I was younger. I didn't start hearing that until I got to like middle school. I think that was when I heard it for the first time, but I'm flattered. I personally don't see it, but I do hear it. I do hear it from people quite often. All right, so we're just dumping everything into the juicer. And we'll see how much juice we get. I feel like I dropped something. I did. Apple. All right. All right, so we're at 16 minutes now. And I've already washed, prepped, chopped, started juicing, took a shot of ginger, lemon, and Granny Smith apple. We're only 16 minutes in. So I'm gonna let this go. I do have like a little strainer to strain the juice so I don't have to do it later. And then I have some bottles. I have some bottles that I'm gonna use for this. So here are my cute little juice bottles. Clean. Yes, clean. So we'll see how many of these I can fill up. And then I'll just kind of drink on these throughout the day. Get my puddle. I think I want these to dry. I think I'm going to use something else. While these finish drying. It just came out of the dishwasher. So I do have one that's already dry. Got some other bottles. I don't know if I'm gonna need all of these. We'll get one more just for good measure to see what happens. All right. All right, so we'll let that go. And I did say that I was gonna start meal prepping, but I realized that I already made my rice. I already made my kidney bean stew. And then I have some broccolini that I'm gonna roast. So that's actually done. So it looks like the cucumbers are having a little bit of difficulty breaking down. So I am gonna add some more apples. And I'm gonna push everything on the side down. So one thing I've noticed, mostly whenever I go live, I'm on Instagram, but I do want to start going live on YouTube as well as TikTok because I have a lot of people that are always asking questions and I don't feel like I get on here enough to be able to answer them. So I'm kind of, transitioning away, well not transitioning away, but slowly, you know, moving my time over to YouTube as well as TikTok. So that way I can, you know, reach the other side of my audience. So one question that's pretty much asked every time I get on live is, how did I get into juicing? How long have I been plant-based? And why did I make the decision? And for me, well, first, for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm not Chili. I'm not Chili's sister, cousin, friend. I would love to meet her someday. But my name is Felicia. I am a holistic health practitioner, and I work specifically with creating juice detoxes for individuals. You know, just whatever it is that they're going through. So my main thing is having a mind, body, spirit activation. Our body, our mind, and our soul is a network. They all work together. So most likely anything that you are going through mentally or emotionally is going to manifest in the physical, or it can, you know, if it's not handled in a certain amount of time, or if you have something going on physically. A lot of times people don't realize the emotional and spiritual components that go along with that. So to answer the first question, I stopped eating meat in 2012. So this is year 13 for me. It was actually February of 2012 that I made the decision to, you know, give up meat and to start juicing and all of that. And when I made that decision, for me, it was a spiritual choice. It was like it was a spiritual decision, because when I was 15, exactly 10 years prior, I decided, hey, I want to be vegetarian. And whenever I made that decision, of course, I didn't follow through with it. I was 15 years old. I wasn't cooking for myself, and I just didn't know what I was doing. But I woke up one morning and I just had a reminder of me saying that I wanted to do that. And then I threw out all of the meat in my refrigerator. And then that's kind of where my journey started. So, you know, that gives you an idea of what initiated it for me. I say spirituality begins with food because that's how it started for me. I do have a book that I'm currently writing that talks about my journey, all of my crazy experiences that I've had. Because whenever I am traveling, so I do travel vlog and I travel a lot to different countries. I've spoken to different healers. I've worked with different healers. I've worked with different shamans, and just trying to get a better understanding of, you know, how we are all connected. You know, on a soul level, spiritually, everyone, how we're all connected. And one thing has remained the same as far as my experiences across the board with healers in Greece, with healers in Thailand, in Indonesia, in Mexico, Costa Rica. I've been to these places, and everyone that I've spoken with, the message has always remained the same for me. You know, as it just pertains to, you know, my path and my purpose in this life. And for me, juicing, not just juicing, but anything just revolving around holistic wellness is so much more than, you know, the concept of food for me. But since food is where it began, food is how I connect with people. Food is how I connect with, you know, my clients. Food is how I connect, you know, just overall with individuals. Granny Smith is my favorite. Granny Smith is my daughter's favorite. My favorite is Pink Lady, but I've been hearing a lot of things about Pink Lady apples, so I would have to say my second runner-up would definitely be Granny Smith. I just love like anything tart, sour, and sweet all at the same time. So this is pushing down. I feel like I added too much to it because usually it doesn't take this long for the juice to go through the reservoir. So I'm gonna go ahead and start adding some more. We're gonna start with, actually, yeah, we're gonna layer. We're gonna start with cucumber as a bottom layer, and then I'm gonna add apple because these are a little bit harder. The harder fruits is what pushes everything down. And then it looks like I have more cucumber in here, so let me add some more cucumber. And then Let's see what happens. I'm wanting this to go faster. My goal is to get this done in 30 minutes, bottled and everything, and I feel like I can do it. Yeah, starting to move a little bit faster now. So I accidentally started my washer, but that's okay. We're just gonna cancel my dishwasher, that is. Stop. Okay, it's draining. All right, so let's go ahead. Yes, we're making progress now. I think I just had too much in there. Your fruits are never going to be the same consistency every single time, and that's okay. But the book that I'm working on, I'm hoping to have it finished. I've been working on it for the past year because I did speak with a shaman when I was in Indonesia. She couldn't even speak English. We had a translator, and she kept telling me, she doesn't know anything about me. Like, I didn't even get a chance to speak. And she kept saying that I needed to write a book. I needed to write a book. People needed to hear and know about my experiences because it would help people on, you know, a soul level. So I've been writing this book ever since I had that conversation with her, and I hope to have it finished within the next couple of months and hopefully have, you know, my book released this summer. So yeah, see, it's going down a lot faster now, but you know, I'm excited. It's been feeling very good writing this book because it just reminds me that life happens really fast. Life happens extremely fast. And, you know, we go through the motions and we have moments, we have our experiences, and then we just move on. And sometimes we forget how impactful our experiences are, you know, both good and bad, even though I don't feel like there's really any good and bad when it comes to anything in life. It's, you know, we're human. At the end of the day, we're here having a human experience. Something may be uncomfortable, but, you know, life goes on. Life doesn't stop because we're having a bad day. Life doesn't stop because we're going through rough times. You just gotta learn to embrace and appreciate those good moments when you're having them. And it took me quite a while to figure that out in my early 20s. So I guess you could say juicing saved my life. Let me start to transfer some things because the juice is going through quick. Alright, so I'm going to start with this bottle. And we'll see how many we're going to get. Alright. I meant to do this last night. So this one is almost full. But we're going to make sure everything goes into one reservoir. I think this is, how much is this? So right now we're at around 64 ounces, which is what, 2 quarts? So we're doing good. We got about half a gallon. I'm going to push everything down. And I'm like, do I want to add anything else to this? I think it's good with what we have. We already have 4 ingredients. I don't want to overdo it. Even though I feel like some green grapes in here would be fire. Oh my God, some green grapes would be amazing. All right, where are we at in time? Oh, we're right at 30 minutes. So I'm not gonna meet my 30-minute mark. I mean, I did have some time to set up, but let me push this last piece down. Close to 30 minutes for prep and everything. And this pulp is really dry. Even though it was cucumbers, it's just skin and like a little bit of pulp coming out. I'm trying to think, should I add anything else to this? Oh, I might add some sage water to it. I don't know. We'll see. All right, we're all done. Okay, let's move this out of the way. This is all of the pulp from all of those apples and cucumbers, not much in there. So I'm gonna use this and make some compost. And then this is our juice. We got, how much do we have? We got 80 ounces, that's 10 cups of juice from 5 cucumbers and 10 apples, which I think is very good considering those apples were definitely small. So I'm just gonna strain the rest of the juice. We added a little bit of ginger. We added a little bit of lemon. All right, and then I'm actually going to let me move some things. Counter is getting a little bit crazy. All right, let me rinse this out. Okay. Give this a mix, and then we're definitely gonna need more bottles than this. Okay, first bottle. Actually, we might be able to get this in these 3. One. 2. 3. This is about, I don't know. I don't know how much this is, but I'm gonna drink it now. Okay. Let's get the rest of this done. Lord have mercy. All right, so these lids actually need some TLC. So we got one. Actually, this doesn't even go on here. All right. I'm gonna have to switch these bottles. And yeah. drink out of a coffee mug. All right, cleaning these are not the best part of my day, but it looks like when my daughter did the dishes, she decided that she was not going to clean these correctly, but it's okay. Got one lid, and we got two. All right, this is it. I'm gonna taste this juice. I haven't even tasted it yet. I just started bottling, which is okay. All right. All right, let's give it a taste and see. Oh, the ginger's definitely coming through. This is like the fastest hydrating recipe that you can make. I might keep my juicer out because I feel like I want more than this. This is cool for today. So we got roughly about 80 ounces of juice, and this is it for the day. Now I'm hungry. So I'm gonna finish my juice. It's only 10:30. And I ate early yesterday. So usually my eating window, because I intermittent fast, is gonna be like around 1:30 or 2. So I'm gonna finish my juice, do the dishes, do some stuff around the house to make myself busy, work on my book a little bit. And then I should, by that time have just a smaller window before it's time for me to eat. But I did want to answer any questions that you guys had, if you have any. You get this bottle, put it up. And then my pulp, I'm gonna do what I need to do with that. But I guess you guys don't have any questions. I'm gonna hop off and I'll try to get back on here maybe a little bit later tonight or whenever I get ready to eat lunch, which will be around like 2 p.m. Eastern time. So that way you guys can see what I've meal prepped. But that's all. Thank you for joining. Bye.